The New York Knicks have finally made a pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. They've taken Quentin Grimes with the number 25 overall pick after they moved down not once but twice with their previous two first-round selections. Those trade details coming up. First, the actual pick of Grimes, who you might remember in particular from his time at Kansas way back when, before the 2018-2019 season. McDonald's All-American. Top 10 recruit, a 5-star, commits to Kansas, goes to Team USA that summer, wins MVP of the Under-18 FIBA Americas Tournament. USA wins gold. The hype train is off the rails. Grimes going to lead Kansas to a Final Four, go in the top 10, and he was bad at Kansas. Could not separate, struggled badly, 8.4 points per game, ends up transferring, goes to Houston, and very much revitalizes and changes his career in game. And I give Grimes a lot of credit. That is some mentally tough ability to go from being the guy, a future top 10, if not top 5 pick, maybe could have gone number 1 if he balled out, but then eventually won AAC Player of the Year, was a third-team All-American, and was very impressive this past year at Houston. 17.8 points per game. He shot 40.3% from deep. More on that in a little bit. But Grimes comes to New York as very much a Tom Thibodeau type of player. He profiles in the long run as a 3-and-D type of guy. Now, he's not an elite athlete necessarily. And there are some shooting concerns that we'll get to here in just a second. But defensively, he's a good player. This very much feels like a Tom Thibodeau type of pick, and I really do want to give Grimes all the credit in the world from going from looking like a bust as a 5-star to now being a top 25 pick in the NBA Draft. I think Grimes will carve out a role in the NBA as probably more of a backup 3-and-D player, a key rotation guy, hopefully someone in your top 7 or top 8. The concerns here, though, for Quentin Grimes are, well, does he offer enough as an actual NBA shooter? Yes, Quentin Grimes shot 40.3% from deep and was 78.8% from the line, but from 25 feet and beyond, he shot just 30.3%, an indication that from NBA range, he might not be as comfortable from that area. Now, I don't think he really is going to be much as a distributor, as a secondary ball handler, but as a secondary shooting guard, maybe he can play some small forward if you go small. There is some interest there for Grimes. This will generally be regarded as a bit of a reach, but I do think Grimes will be a good fit for the New York Knicks. So grade the pick for me. How you guys feeling here with the Knicks finally making a selection? A, B, C, D, or F? Get your votes in for me right now in the comment section. Now, the Knicks had, excuse me as I almost cough everywhere, the Knicks had 2 first-round picks. They took their first one, number 19 overall, and shipped it off to the Charlotte Hornets in exchange for a future first-round pick. That begins in 2022. But there are some heavy protections as part of this deal. It's 1 through 18 protected next year, 1 through 16 protected in 2023, then 1 through 14 lottery protected in 2024 and 2025, and finally, if the Hornets never ever make the playoffs next 4 years, which, I think they're going in the right direction, but you can't rule it out entirely, the Knicks get just 2 future second rounders. Not a massive haul back in exchange for moving out of the top 20 altogether. Then the Knicks, with pick number 21, traded again. They got pick number 25 and also acquired a 2024 second-round pick. That pick will actually be from the Detroit Pistons. Now, the Knicks are not done necessarily. They've got the potential to make another pick tonight. And if you want breakdown of that video or the trade if they move it again, hit the big red button and subscribe. If you guys want more Knicks videos, help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Once we get there, we can do even more for you guys here around the New York Knicks. Hit that big red button right now. I will make note, and of course I think free agency and or trades is how the Knicks are really going to address this. I'm a little surprised they did not go with a guard here in the end. I would have really loved Sharife Cooper. Maybe he slides even further down. The Knicks don't have a point guard right now. Maybe it's Ball. Maybe they swing a trade for somebody. But that area remains uncertain. I think in reality, you're going to see Quentin Grimes behind Emmanuel quickly, but given the way Tom Thibodeau uses his rotation, I do think Grimes will play plenty in his rookie year. He certainly better be, being a first-round pick for the Knicks if they move down twice. But back to the trades here. One last question for you guys. Give me your one-word reaction to the Knicks trades, the wheeling and dealing, the moving down in the NBA draft. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section.